Hey guys, so this is a segment from This Just In, the current events show that I do with Franz over on Rumble every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And we dove into the AI that's going to be taking over the US to prevent pre crime, like in the movie Minority Report. That system is called Gideon, which I spoke about before I covered the Ring system. Now, many of you may not know this, but there are many subsidiaries that fall under the Ring moniker. There are many devices that all connect to each other to form a mesh that covers the United States, and they all answer to the Ring. And so Jeff Bezos is Gollum, and he is protecting the Ring for his father, the devil, who is the Lord of the Rings. This is mind blowing information. You definitely want to check it out. If you want to dive a little deeper and hear about what Gideon is, use the link in the description and go on over to Rumble and check out the entire video. Franz does a great presentation on a few things first, and then in the second hour of the program is when I start sharing my things. So I would just suggest you watch it all because Franz was talking about AI and other stuff as well. So if you have not seen the Rumble show, the link is in the description. You should definitely check it out. And you should always show up on Wednesday nights over there and join us live. And you can chat with us and ask questions and just converse with us as we join together in fellowship to expose the darkness taking place in this world. Let's dive right into this. Without any further ado, I'm going to play you the clip from Wednesday, September 3rd's show over on Rumble. And this is the section called The Lord of the Rings. I was thinking of the Ring Company, and I thought one ring to rule them all. Right? I mean, what the heck? Wait till you like, and then I was like, oh, one ring to rule them all, because a couple of my customers have these things, and then they got these vacuums and Alexa, and they got their whole house is being monitored and spied on. They do it to themselves, like for safety. Like people who have mad money and they live in the middle of nowhere in these huge houses and they've been there for 30 years and no one has ever broke into their house, yet they feel like they got to have all this stuff put in there to keep them safe. It's like, dude, you've been safe this whole time and you're still going to be safe. Like, what do you think a camera's going to do? It's not going to stop people from coming into your house. It's not. Maybe all it's going to do is help you identify maybe who went into your house. That's it. It's not going to help. So I started scrolling down this Ring website. I'm not, you guys know what Ring is, so I'm not going to read it all to you. So I found this interesting that in 2023, the year of Skull and Bones, Ring agreed to pay 5.858 in a lawsuit, which we'll talk about in a minute. So, as a startup, I'm not really interested. It used to be called Doorbot, and it was on Shark Tank. Um, so, anyways, uh, people are getting involved. Amazon started getting involved with Ring, and And then we get to 2017 and Amazon, and this guy's saying, Amazon's both an investor in Ring as well as a strong partner, so we have a lot of respect there in this instance with what they've done. I was never a fan of how this was put together, he explains. I don't believe the seal around the home should ever be breached by a third party company. No matter how many cameras you have and how much control you have over it, I just don't think it's a good idea. So, what does Jeff Bezos do? Well, he buys the company. So, he buys out Ring. Now, on April 12th, 2018, Ring was acquired by Amazon for approximately $839 million. Emails obtained by Congress revealed that despite Amazon's executive concerns about Ring's quality and security, Bezos valued Ring, my precious, for its market share, not its technology. One email revealed that Amazon evaluated sales data before buying two of the top four wireless home security device manufacturers. Oh man, I just thought of a great meme, right? You put Gollum's face on Jeff Bezos, right? And then you have it be my precious, right? Or you put Bezos's face on Gollum, and instead of him holding the ring, you can have him have the doorbell. Oh, yeah, because that's exactly what's going on here, you guys. Wait till you hear this stuff. In May 2018, Ring launched the hyperlocal social network Neighbors, which is designed to allow users to anonymously discuss local safety and security issues, as well as share photos and videos captured with Ring products. The service allows local police departments to post bulletins and for them to request footage from users that may assist in investigations. What? This is everything that is wrong with this stuff. Okay? In September 2020, Amazon announced a new platform known as Amazon Sidewalk. This is what's dangerous. I talked about this a long time ago, the mesh networks. This is what's dangerous, which is designed to allow the Internet of Things devices to communicate over the internet via wireless mesh network formed by devices such as its Echo speakers. Ring products are supported by the platform. Okay, let me tell you what a mesh network is. Okay? So, let me fire this puppy up here real quick. Hold on a second. All right. I just want to show you guys something. Let's open up. I want to show you how dangerous this mesh is. All right. So, you live here. Okay? Now you don't allow any of this stuff into your house. You're not part you don't have any Amazon stuff, right? But you do have Bluetooth stuff and stuff like that, like mostly every house does, right? All right, now outside of your house, you got this guy over here, maybe a neighbor over here. You got a neighbor here, a neighbor here, neighbor here. All right, now this neighbor has Ring. This neighbor has Echo. This neighbor has Alexa. This neighbor has Roomba, that little robot vacuum cleaner. Okay, this one also has um, Ring doorbell. Now, because of this mesh network, okay, this is how it works. So they're all connected to each other. Oh, look at that. I drew a pentagram, didn't even know it. All right, now what happens is because you are in the middle here, they're connecting to you as well because you are now inside of this grid. Okay, there is a mesh network and you are totally in the middle of. So you don't even need to have yeah, it's like a hive. Yeah, you don't even have to have any Amazon stuff whatsoever. They can still monitor you through your phone, through your Bluetooth, through your devices, because you are inside of this mesh. And this mesh automatically, silently connects you to these devices. Okay? That's what a mesh network does. That's why Amazon got sued. All right? So let's go back. One ring to rule them all. All right. So the United States Committee on Oversight and Accountability launched an investigation into Ring's data sharing partnership with local governments and police departments on February 19th, 2020. All right. So you're seeing this mesh network, which see, you can even see they say formed by devices such as its Echo speakers, right? I mean, that's just speakers. So Amazon Sidewalk, that means it goes from your neighbor's house to your house to their house to the next house. It goes all over, everywhere the sidewalk goes, right? So this mesh network has been created, right? I'll tell you right now, every one of you listening to me right now is inside of this mesh. Every single one of you. Nobody's outside this mesh in the United States. Nobody. Okay? You know your neighbors got Ring. You know they got Alexa. You know they got something from Amazon, whether it be a camera or a listening device or a speaker or something. Every single device they make under the Ring company has this mesh network capability built into it. And it runs on low frequency Bluetooth channel. Okay? Congress published a report on completion of digital markets featuring their finding and acquisition and entrenching Amazon Alexa's dominance of the Internet of Things, along with rationale for acquiring Ring. The investigation also surfaced Smirnoff's involvement in the Euro acquisition, hinting at the Ring Alarm Pro and Euro Ring and Hub launched in 2021. So let's cruise down because there's a whole bunch of stuff we don't need to know, but here we go. The Ring Video Doorbell is the company's flagship product, and it brought its smart doorbell that contains a high definition camera, a motion sensor, and microphone, and a speaker for two-way audio communication. It integrates with the associated mobile app Neighbors, which allows users to view real-time video from the camera, receive notifications when the doorbell is rung, and communicate with visitors at the door. Via the integrated speaker and microphone, it is also capable of operating as a surveillance camera and can automatically trigger recordings when rung or when its motion sensors are activated. Okay, now all this information goes up onto the cloud into one of Jeff Bezos' 354 data centers. Okay? People don't even understand. If you have an Alexa, and I hope none of you do, and you don't have to admit it, but if you have one, you can go onto Amazon and you can access everything that thing has ever heard you say since you bought it. Every question you've ever asked, every answer it's ever given you, all of it is recorded in text. All of it. Okay? All this information's being recorded. That's how they can share it with the police. That's why they ran into this trouble up here, because they were sharing this footage, right? The service allows local police departments to post bulletins and request the footage from users that may insist in an investigation. This is why they got sued, right? The United States Oversight Accountability launched an investigation into Ring's data sharing partnership with local governments and police. Now, work all this stuff into pre-crime, you guys, right? The system is already set up. It's already set up. Now, when they put Gideon online, guess what? Gideon automatically has access to all this stuff, and it can start scanning immediately for pre-crime. The Ring Chime accessory is a unit plugged into a power outlet to play the doorbell's chime. The Chime Pro is an extended version that also doubles as a wireless repeater for Wi-Fi networks. Okay, so what this does is it allows you, let's say you have a Ring doorbell and you can't ever really hear it if you're in your, master bedroom or whatever. So you get a Chime Pro, and it has a wireless repeater in it, which strengthens the signal of your Wi-Fi network, which means that now the mesh that you are entrapped in can broadcast even further. So if they can get a lot of people with these Chime Pros in there, the network can reach even further away. So if you live out in the middle of the woods and maybe this network can't reach you, they're trying to work their way into you. The more they can boost the signal, the more they can get you in the mesh. In 2015, Ring released the Stick Up Cam, a wireless IP camera. You just stick it up, like a stickum, like that little air freshener, right? Stick ups. Except this is a camera. You just put it wherever you want. It's a wireless IP camera. No one will ever abuse this. It was updated in 2018 with a cylindrical form factor, motion detection, two-way audio, as well as battery-wired solar power options. So it never dies. It will always be able to take pictures. It will work by motion detection. So it's not like you have to ring a doorbell. You don't even have to ring the doorbell on the Ring doorbell. If you even walk up to it, it starts recording you before you even get to the doorbell. Like, you see these people who share their Ring doorbell footage online, and literally you see the video of them walking up to push the doorbell. That means when you walk in front of these people's houses, if you go for a walk or whatever, you're being recorded every single time. All right, Ring released the Floodlight Cam, a camera integrated with a pair of motion-activated LED floodlights. In 2019, the Ring Indoor Cam was released. At CSS 2019, Ring announced a peephole camera. In 2024, introduced the Pan Tilt Indoor Cam as an upgrade Ring Indoor Cam with a 360-degree panning and 169-degree tilting capabilities. Some cameras received a free upgrade to 2K footage in January of 2025. One ring to rule them all. Now you can get the Ring Alarm. In July 18, Ring launched an alarm security kit called Ring Alarm, which includes keypad, siren, and motion sensors. In September 2021, Ring announced Ring Alarm Pro, combining Ring Alarm and the connectivity of Euro. The Ring Alarm Pro is not currently compatible with Sidewalk, but does ship with a 902.928 MHz radio, indicating that Sidewalk capability may be available at a later date. Always Home Camera. In September 2020, Ring unveiled the Always Home Camera, an aerial indoor camera that flies on a predetermined path when activated by an alarm sensor. You heard me right. It's a camera drone for the inside of your house, because safety. Automotive security. In 2020 of September, Ring unveiled a new line of automotive products, including the Ring Car Alarm and Car Cam. Because it's not good enough that they get to see everything you do inside and outside of your house, but they need to see what's going on inside your car as well and track you everywhere you go. Car Alarm is an OBD2 car alarm system that sends alerts and events such as break ins via Ring and Amazon Alexa and leverages Amazon Sidewalk for connectivity. See? So your car is connected by Amazon Sidewalk, which is the mesh network. See? So you don't even have to be in the stuff, you're in the mesh. You're in the mesh. And whether you realize it or not, your Bluetooth is constantly sending out signals and information, and they can read information. If you have your Bluetooth on in your phone, maybe you connect it to headsets or something when you walk or whatever, and you just connect the headsets, but you just leave the Bluetooth on for, I don't know. I do. So, I'm not gonna, I'm not saying one thing one way or another. I'm just saying, like, this is just something that happens. And so what's happened when you get inside this mesh, they can access your through your Bluetooth low frequency signal, and they can pull information off of your phone through the mesh. Right? You don't even have to have Ring. As I said, this is one ring to rule them all. And with them, when I'm saying them all, I mean the people. Right? In addition, Ring announced the launch of Car Connect, a platform allowing car manufacturers to integrate existing cameras and security systems within the vehicles, such as backup cameras, into the Ring platform. Tesla announced as the first partner for Car Connect, with plans to offer aftermarket accessories for Model 3, Model X, Model S, Model Y in 2021. Astro as a robotic home security guard. In September 2022, Amazon announced a pilot program to use a domestic robot Astro, like the Jetsons dog, Astro, as a remote controlled security guard connected to the Ring security devices, to keep you safe. A promotional video shows a woman in a call center remote controlling the robot to confront burglars after receiving an alert from the Ring security system. Wow. Thank goodness for Ring. What did we do before Ring? In late 2017, Ring acquired Lotera, an Internet of Things company known for its small location based trackers. Yep, trackers. In September 2019, Amazon announced Amazon Sidewalk, a low bandwidth, long range wireless communication protocol. Let me say that again. a low bandwidth, long range, wireless communication protocol based on Lotera's technology. In January 2022, Ring announced Ring Sidewalk Bridge Pro to extend sidewalk coverage to what? Public spaces. And in March 2023, excuse me, I need a drink after all this awesomeness. In March 2023, Amazon opened up the Sidewalk protocol to developers, claiming the IoT network coverage of up to 90% of the country with mainly Ring and Alexa devices. Did you guys hear that? 90%. That was in 2023. 90. They definitely have 100% now. Okay? One Ring to rule them all. The Neighbors app. Neighbors is a hyperlocal social networking app launched by Ring in 2018, described as being akin to a neighborhood watch. Oh, you don't say. It allows users to crowdsource information on and discuss safety and security concerns in their area. The service allows users to share footage captured from Ring products. Yeah. Ring has been credited the service of having helped solve crimes and noted that activity on the service surged in areas in California affected by the wildfires. Oh, well, it's so good. Wow, this is so good. Look at all the good it's done. We should get it. You know what? I'm going to go right out and get me some Ring. Whoa, before you do that, pump the brakes. In June 2019, Ring faced criticism over a community alert program under which the company has made geographically targeted sponsored posts on social media services such as Facebook, asking readers to provide tips on suspects in verified cases based on imagery posted on the Neighbors service by a Ring customer. Ring stated that it sought permission from the user before using their content in this manner. However, these discoveries did lead to concerns over the use of such footage and material deemed to be effectively advertising, as well as concerns over the possible use of the footage, such as for training facial recognition. How interesting. Due to the wide copyright license that users must grant in order to use Neighbors, an irrevocable, unlimited, and royalty free license to use shared content for any purpose in any media formats, in any media channels without compensation to you, and Ring's partnerships with local law enforcement agencies. Digital rights advocacy group Fight for the Future criticized Ring for using its cameras and Neighbors app to build a private surveillance network via partnerships with local law enforcement agencies, which encourage them to promote the product. So, if you mix everything that we've talked about with the executive orders that Trump's giving police a free pass and is going to help them legally and, as he puts it, take the handcuffs off and allow them to go out and police pre-crime, we have now this Gideon coming online, which will be able to access all this database And then here we have this one ring that rules them all. This is the AI that rules them all. The ring. This is the ring that rules all the other rings. You understand? All the other stuff. This database has all the surveillance everywhere, on the sidewalk, in public, in your house, in your garage, in your car, in the mesh network, on your phones. This is the controlling agent of all of it. What do you think they're going to hook Gideon up to? They're going to hook Gideon up to this data network. And it will scan everything that Ring has collected. And it will start arresting people immediately. This literally is the one ring that rules them all. And you know what? I'm going to share this section on YouTube. I'm going to cut it up and share this section on YouTube. And I am going to make a meme of Jeff Bezos. And that will be the cover. One ring to rule them all.
For all of us here at News Center 4, you stay classy, San Diego.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one.
Super duper, gang. Yeah! Super duper.
That's nice.